Jamboree came to Melbourne for the first time and was a huge success, with large crowds and great racing all day. The weather was warm, the track had bite, and many competitors had come from interstate for their first time racing at Calder Park. A hugely popular class with Mazdas is Microtech Street 289. A dial your own class limited to a tyre no bigger than 28 by 9 inches. The only piston-powered car in the field was Nigel's 8-second manual VL Commodore. A twin-cam RB30 powers this Commodore to 170 mph passes. Winning the Street 289 final, Mustafa's first gen RX-7 was the quickest and most consistent car all day in the field. The MTQ Pro Compact Field is designed for full-bodied, rear-wheel drive, purpose-built drag cars. Full tube chassis is allowed for both 2-rotor and 4-cylinder engines. Stephen Baronet's Pack Performance RX3 was consistent and very quick all day. Stephen set a personal best with a flat 7, which was the quickest pass in this class. Michael Baghdadi represented the only piston car in the class. A billet SR20 powers this Silvia regularly into the low 7-second bracket and as quick as high 6s. Peter Donch's R100 wagon has always been a handful to drive, and unfortunately the car dropped some fluid from the intercooler, resulting in a wild ride. Andrew Dawson was out in his 13B R100. Simon Ionu of ProMaz Automotive had his new RX-8 drag car out for his first full passes. The Mazda ran consistent mid-8s. The McKern Pro Turbo class is designed for tube chassis race cars. This time around, the entire class was made up of 6 cylinders. Anthony Matuk had made the trip from Sydney in his wild twin-cam RB30 Calais. This was the first time we'd seen Alex Satosky's R33 Skyline in action. Alex was loose on a few passes before running into the mid-7s. Po-Tung Supra is one of the best sounding 6-cylinders we've ever heard. Po was fighting traction up top all day with some crazy 200-mile-an-hour passes. Sam Priest's mix of a Ford Barra powering his Holden Commodore was working well. The huge GT55 boosted Barra ran a 7.4 at 182 mile an hour for the weekend, which is also the fastest Barra door car in the country. It was Po Tung and Anthony Matuk in the final, a very close race with Po taking the win. One of the most impressive cars at Jamboree was John's R32 RH9 GTR street car. Having run a best of 7.9 seconds, the twin-turbo 3.2 litre RB engine makes massive power and struggled for grip early on before going quicker and quicker on every pass late in the day. Tom's turbocharged Honda has had a fuel upgrade, resulting in a large power increase to 400 kilowatts at the treads and sending Tom to his first ever 10-second pass. Mazfix Modified 10.5 is a heads-up class restricted to a 10.5 stamp tyre and back half chassis mods. VL turbos were out in numbers and made up the entire field using a mix of both single and twin cam RB30s. A proven 7-second radial car, Justin Wilkinson had made the long haul down from Queensland. Always great to watch, George Haramis from Matuk's was down in his wild clutchless single cam VL. Cameron Powell had been knocking on the door of a 7-second radial pass for months in his twin-cam street VL. After running his first 7 the night before, Cameron backed it up with another 7.9. Another VL from Denali Performance was John Ricker's Calais. After running an 8.2 on debut with the car, John had switched from radials to a slick for this event. Chris Caramola has replaced the V6 in his VN Commodore for an RB30. Running 8s on radials, Chris was fighting traction for most of the day, but it all came together and he improved his best time to an 8.6. Precision Turbo Factory Extreme is the top tier class in Sport Compact. It is designed for full-bodied, purpose-built pro-stock style turbocharged rear-wheel drive vehicles. Arguably the most popular car in Australian Sport Compact racing, Pack Performance were coming off a new personal best in their Mazda 6 from George Raham of a 6.26 the day beforehand. The 20B was on song all day and we were expecting more of the same. gas racing, Nathan Hagenson's automatic 2JZ Toyota Camry sounded strong but struggled to get a clean pass in all day. Unfortunately, Mark Jacobson had issues early on with his R35 GTR and his day ended early. Jet Racing's Mitsubishi Eclipse uses a billet 4G63 4-cylinder and has run well into the 6-second zone. Their day also unfortunately ended early. The final came down to George Raham and Hagenson, with George taking the win. We heard nothing but positive feedback from the day and expect Jamboree Melbourne is here to stay.